Hey, good morning, everybody. I hope everybody had a great weekend. We are back. We're back. So many things to cover. So many things to cover. Um, anyways, yeah, here we are. So, if you guys remember, we left off at day 37 and I had just started the plants. Well, yeah, it took a bit. We are now on day 70. Yep, day 70. Oh, yeah, I made some changes. To the base. We're going to cover all that. Anyways, we got a lot to do and we got a lot of ground to cover and we are in some pretty dire straits. But I got the plants to 18 planters. So shortly after I ended the stream on Saturday, uh, major malfunction. The whole base blew up. No joke. Because somebody might have left the welding tank up in there. And there was still pressure in there, and it warmed up, and the whole place, kaboom, blammo, gone, see ya, bye. So I reloaded, and when I reloaded, I did not dump all of my oxygen into the room. I recycled it. So we did get the smelting done. We did get the electrum. We got the steel. We got the solder. All the same stuff that we had before. Uh, but what I did is I used the last bit of my oxygen that I had to go back out and do some more mining to get some more things done. So what we have is we have a station battery that's outside that I'm monitoring the wattages on. We have this nifty little small refrigerator that I pumped a bunch of cold nitrogen into from this thing. Um, you'll see that this is all different because I was pumping CO2 in to get the plants to grow, which we are now completely out of CO2. Let's pull this. So no plants will grow right now in this condition. So we got a lot of stuff to do. Number one, power is a big problem at this point. So we need to, I did do the programming. I actually have an actual workshop item for the IC housing for solar panels, and I just edit it. And it's not in the workshop. I just copy paste it. Never mind. I've got an atmospheric here. We've got the sensor. We've got the glass panes. We've got 3 solar panels. We've got the IC10. We're also going to try to expand this out a little bit, going out that way because we are really short on room, and I've got some heavy cable. So we got stuff to do. Now, that all being said, after spending all weekend monitoring my lovely plants, we have oxygen. And now it's not a perfect mix because things got kind of screwy here. We've got just a little bit of nitrogen in there. I've got a nitrogen filter in my suit, so we'll be all good. So we're going to grab this. And where is my suit stuff? Here it is. Let's put that back, and let's grab this and throw that in there, and then grab our helmet. And then let's go because we got a lot of stuff to do. We don't have a whole. I should have maybe brought an extra waste tank. Open that up. We happen to have a lot of those, so let's go ahead. Just dump that in there. Let's get this stuff out there. Also, that whole room blew out, so I got that lovely achievement of wall failed. Thanks. That's peachy. I haven't actually even checked the damage. I didn't have a chance to. Well, no, this is exactly how I left it. Yeah, I broke out this door to get this back area. It was a whole thing. Anyways, I don't even remember why I did it, but I did it. There's our station battery. I also want to pull this stuff and bring it back inside, if at all possible. But first things first, we need to get these things done. So let's pull all of this apart. Oh, hey, that was not very friendly. Oh. Are you telling me that you have not had... You got damaged because I didn't have you fully... Oh. Well, all right. Oh, and you're damaged as well. You're good. Except that you're not hooked up. The only one that we have that's working or is not damaged, and it's not even hooked up. Oh, I remember why, because I came out here to do the glass casing, and essentially I was one wire short, and I didn't have enough oxygen to come back out. Eh, oh well, crap happens. This, that, that. And then we want to just tear this down. I think it's the drill. Yeah. Alright, so now we're going to put this in. That there. So we're going to seal that back up again. Was I missing something? Is that why this one? Oh, yeah. Oh, no, it dented the wall. Wow. Rudeness. Anyways, get to those in just a minute. I want to get, so let's see here. These all need to be facing the same way when I do this. And so they're facing 90. All right. That's the chip itself. Where's the housing? There we go. So we're going to put this right over here. That is a beautiful spot for it. And we're going to drop that in there. Need the sensor. Where's the sensor? The solar panel, you're the sensor. And we're going to put the sensor. So we're going to face the sensor. It doesn't really matter which way we face it. I just want to make sure that we know which way it's facing. But I like to keep my sensor and everything facing the same way. So, let's do that. Nope. Wrong tool. Hello. And then need you there, and then we need you there. That's fine. All right. And then we need to set D0 as, I don't remember if it's my daylight sensor or if it's my, I think it's the sensor. And then this should be the solar panel. Why does use not have power? You should have power. I are confuzzled. All right, we'll mess with that in a minute. Next big thing is, let's see, I sealed you all back up again. So let's grab this. This is going to kind of sort of suck because I do believe I'm due for another storm here very soon. Oh, well, we can fix that. That out. That was very strange, but okay. There, and now these all have to be facing the same way. So the port connector on this has to be the same as that. Oh, wait a minute. Wow, Elle, you were just really feeling stupid when you did this, weren't you? Nobody has to answer that. All right, so that has to go like that, and that has to go like that. So we're going to have to make some more heavy cable to hook all of this up properly. suck me into your vortex. Alright, so that's my atmospherics. So the data is set up here. Okay, great, lovely. Let's just do this. Why we brought it out with us? Yeah, we're gonna need a whole bunch of heavy cable. Now, next mission. Down here, we go. That's gonna have to move, which is fine because we're actually gonna pull all this out. This is from when I was sucking in some hot freaking Venus air. Not highly recommended, by the way. At least, not into your main base. Leave that there. Then let's grab these pipes. All right. I'm pretty sure I made enough of everything to be able to do this, so... Although, I don't have enough battery. Pooey! It's my official term for the day. Pooey. Oh, that's because we were using a small one. That'll work for now. You're charging, right? Yep, you're charging. Alright, let's go. You know, it seems like I should be able to just jump up that one block. Okay. Put that there, Berg. Grab that back. Three, four, five. And, you know, let's go up and over this. That is far safer than being right there where it can fling me a bazillion miles away. Boop. Yes, Venus loves to throw you around. But I keep coming back for more. You will not defeat me, Venus. Okay, so maybe you have a couple times. That's completely not the point. Okay, maybe it is sort of the point. Alright, so now we can break out that one section of wall, which is what I wanted as well. And then my next mission, well, we still have oxygen. Hopefully, I've got enough stuff to do this. Let's see here.
Health low.
MK wrench. Health is fine. Let's see here. Screwdriver. The hand drill. So there's that, and then angle grinder, which does not have a battery currently. And you need the hand drill again. The lovely trading of batteries between all your tools. Alright, and then I think I want to try to grab up some of this cable again. Except, well, nah, we don't really. Okay, so we'll do this. Whoop! Throw that down, throw that down, that down. Alright. And we still have the problem of we need to get that all powered. This will work for now. Oops, I forgot that was a big freaking step down. Alright. So let's get back inside real quick. Try to cool ourselves off. Hey, good morning, Jupe. How you doing? Is that a dancing duck? Okay, just making sure I was seeing. I was not being blind.
Oxygen low.
Yeah, oxygen's gonna be low for a bit. Just sort of deal with it, lady. What I want to do is pull that out, pull that out, take that off, take that off. Yeah, everything's critical, I know. Needless to say, I have oodles and oodles and oodles of potatoes. 2016, 2015, 2020, and then in here we've got another stack of potatoes. We've got potatoes for days. Awesome sauce. Doing some dune today, or what you doing? All right. Water. We need to deal with the water situation. All right. Quit whining about your water sitch. Let's go grab this. Throw this into. That goes into here. By yourself. Why isn't Roger going to play with you? Then bring this, throw that up into there, and do that. Excellent. We'll be able to go back out. So, I grabbed all this stuff, but I really don't have anywhere to properly place it because I don't have like any more shelving. That and that. We need more heavy cable. Oh, I've got this spare waste tank too. Let's go throw this one back in our suit. Put that back down. How come? Cable, right. Oh, so yeah, so I had these walls done too, except that the autolathe is too close, so it would get stuck behind the wall. I wanted cabling. All right, so do you have the stuff? No. Do you have the stuff? Yes. And we're really, really low on steel. So we got to get some steel going as well. So we got to do some mining while we can. I don't know why I grabbed the iron. I don't actually need the iron to make cabling. I'm an elf, that's why. That's my only excuse. Oh, and this is full of pollutants, so that's why that's out. Mm, interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I saw you guys were playing Far Cry the other night, a couple days ago. I don't remember what day. Don't ask, because I've been like in a mental fog all weekend from lack of sleep. Let's see. I think I still have some iron walls back here that I can grab. Let's see, atmospherics. Was really expecting it to go flying like that, but that's all good. Yeah, so we got this one here, and we've got that. We need some iron. I have one. I'm gonna need another iron sheet. All right. Wait, where did I put my? Oh, yeah, I believe that. Definitely looks like the kind of game you want to play with friends. Sorry, I don't have any interest in it. Maybe if they change their whole PvP stance for the end game, then I would be interested in it. But for now, as long as they have that, I have no interest in playing it. But I already told you that, so you know that. All right, there we go. So we got those. Oh, we want to throw this in there. And we need another iron sheet. Oh, hell, just put it there. I'm walking on the potatoes. They make such a funky sound. So that with that, and you should be empty. You are. How much do you have? Yay! We've got another full tank of air. We desperately need to get some CO2 in here, though. So that's going to be another project. Da, 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 da. It would be my luck, Jupe, that I would go out there and there would be like a million people who all want to kill me. So, I'm just gonna say no. Because that's like Murphy's Law for me. All right, throw that there, and then I guess I had some more sheets. Oh well, it's fine. It is what it is. So now the atmospherics. What was I doing with the atmospherics? Why do I have them on me? I don't recall. I know I made them, but I don't recall why I grabbed them. Ba-da-ba-bum. It's not about losing my gear or anything. That's not what it's about. Let's see here. I don't want any of that. I just want to get those solar panels done and programmed. So I think we're good to go back outside. Let me grab a spare tank. So we'll put that up in there, and my suit is over here. We'll throw that up in there. Do you have to do any more welding? No. All right, so we should be okay. What's that? Yeah, look at that. Our power is just ugh. It's going by the wayside quickly, man. All right, so I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna get this one hooked up. Hopefully we'll get everything hooked up. And then we can find out why my little thingy is not turning on for power over there. Because that's a little disconcerting. It should work. Data and your power. Oh. Oh. It helps if I read. Well, no, but that's just. I don't see why it's not. It's reading the solar panel. It's got that, so it should have power. It's got the daylight sensor. And there's power coming through the wind turbines, so I'm a little confuzzled. All right, so you've got power, but you don't have your data, and you don't have your data hooked up either. All right, so that's all hooked up. Why is there a plug going into there? There we go. Save a little bit of cabling. So what is your malfunction junction, buddy? This is everything feeding into the battery. And the solar panels aren't connected to the main network. They're connected to the main incoming power network. So this is where this should all be working at. Let me try a relog because I have noticed a lot of little bugs while I've been playing. Little things like it just doesn't do what it's supposed to do. Kind of weird. Nope, you're still not turning on for me. Did I bring? No, I did not bring my other. I did not bring my other cartridge. All right, let's go get that. Let's see what the hell is going on here, because I am really confused as to why that is not working. You have your thing today?
Oxygen low.
Where did I put that? Is that it? Yeah. Your counseling thing. Oh, I like took the longest route I could to get here. So, right, we're generating power.
Power low.
Currently flashing an error. Okay. Are you still currently flashing an error? Fire screwdriver, but you're not even turning on, so that's a problem. All right, focus on next problem. And then you got blown out right here. So, put that back up there. Are you completely enclosed? Yeah, that would completely enclose you once I put that glass sheet there. Okay, cannot continue. Right, all right, let's
Waste tank caution.
crowbar. Then I do believe it's an angle grinder, which needs a battery. Oh, right, today's Tuesday. Ignore me. I'm a dork. Pretty sure you're fully enclosed as well. All right. Oh, hey, not nice. Don't drop me there. Okay, so everything here is hooked up, except I don't understand why it's not reading My stuffy's here. Do I have enough cables to do that? I might. It's not a whole lot, but let's try to get this done as well. I probably don't have enough, but that's all right. We'll get it close. Yep, we're short by one, as per normal. Oh, okay. I gotta figure out why this is not working.
Waste tank critical. Temperature
Okay,
high.
okay.
Temperature critical. Temperature high.
There we go. Let me go see if there's something that I'm missing about the IC housing and chip here. Nope, don't open that. Don't open that. Don't let in all that hot air. I don't know what could cause it to not read it, because I mean, I've done that like a bazillion times before and it works, so I'm really, really confuzzled. Oh, you know what I could set up the computer real quick.
Oxygen low.
Hmm, that off. Take that off. Go ahead and pop that up into there for the time being. See what I'm missing here. Hang on a second, guys. Let me go do some Googling, because apparently I don't know what's going on. Let me see here. I'm not seeing anything that would like that it's not getting power for any good reason. And if I move it be past the or behind the battery, it won't pick up the solar array, which we need. You know, it's kind of sort of essential to the whole thing working, right? This stuff away real quick before we go back out there. I do need the computer though, so that I can. Oh, dude, you are just like so in my. Oh, you know what? We'll do that when I come back in. So we can figure out, because I have to set the adjustment on. Look, I have one cable coil in my locker that I could have taken with me. Oh, I have 11. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Yeah, that's a thing. Okay, that's the basic. That's communications motherboard. That's the IC editor. Put that in there. I think you need. Ah, yeah, all right. Oh, which I think requires me to bring the housing and the chip back down. Is there anything else I need to do out there while I'm out there? I need to replace. I need to put that other cable coil there. Oh no, I have the housing with me. Never mind.
Temperature high.
Why is temperature high? Oh, yeah, temperature's high. This is also going to be a problem very quickly because we are almost out of liquid nitrogen to run this air conditioner.
Temperature high.
Yeah, I'm getting to it, lady. I'm getting to it. Give me a second. I know, she's just trying to keep me alive, and I'm being a butthead. Like, leave me alone, don't mess with me, lady. No, 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 no. Alright, so that's no longer cooling. So we got a lot of things to do because I also want to get the trader in and see if we can get some more liquid nitrogen, which will be a whole nother problem in and of itself. Let's get a new battery for this.
Hunger caution.
For you there. For you there. We don't have a whole lot of power left, and I don't think I have any coal left. Oh, I do have a little bit of coal left. All right, good, good, good. And then let's see here. You probably need to be replaced yet again. I'm not worried about getting it down to plant life temperatures, just getting it down to where I don't have to worry about it. All right, so turn you on. Turn you on. At line 19. Line 19, panel type prefab hash. Oh, did I lose my prefab hash? Panel type 1. No, well, no, there's panel type 1. So yeah, that goes on D1, that goes on 0. So this is probably why it's not working. Let's see here. No, it should. This. Why are you blinking an error here? Cancel for a second, because I need to go do this again. I don't want to roast in my own base. It's just, it's not pretty. Line 19. Panel 1 hash is defined here. Panel type 1 is defined up here. And you want the prefab hash, which is the solar. And D0, D1. But see, this shouldn't see any of that up there. Yeah, and all because it's all on the other side of the battery. Let me put that there, grab this. So we're only down to 40. And it took it a couple of days to actually get to this this temperature, so. Oh, are you degassed? Don't degas. Well, I guess it's fine. Doesn't really matter. Um, so load panel 1 hash as panel type 1 prefab hash. I'm not seeing anything wrong. So let's see, the sensor data angle is 90. And the panel power angle is 180. You're still blinking an error at me. All right, let me go see where I got this from and figure out why it's not working. I really should bookmark this page because it's a really wonderful page to use, and I keep forgetting to do so. But it's stationeering.com tools if you are interested. Alias panel 1 hash. Yeah, which I have. Panel output, correction angle R2, which should be there as well. Yeah, that's all there. Correction angle, and then we have panel 1. Load the panel prefab hash for later use. Load panel 1 hash, panel type 1 prefab hash. Yeah, that's all the same. I mean, I know I was tired when I did this, but all I really wanted was the panel move, which is panel hash. I don't even think I need panel output if I remember correctly, because I'm not doing anything to go to LEDs or anything, and that's what this thing does. Let's take this out real quick. Okay. I have an idea, guys. Yeah, that's what I call it. We're gonna go to I believe this is the one. Yeah, it took me 7 tries on Mars to get the brutal start going, guys. I think it was actually more like 8. I think I just lost track. Welcome to my Mars. Maybe have some light here, please, and thank you. What are you? Yeah, you're that. Okay. I don't have an IC editor one in here. I think I was just switching it back and forth between this and that. It's fine. It's fine. Ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Oxygen low.
Oh.
Oxygen critical.
Okay. I closed my helmet.
Pressure critical. Temperature critical.
Man, she gets so persnickety about that. Let's see here. Yeah, my panels are all up there. Yeah, I'm not into the heavy cables here yet because I don't have a station battery yet. And there's my IC housing. Hello, guys. Can I borrow this, please?
Hunger caution.
This has more bytes than my other one does. Interesting. I don't want to pick that up. Actually, I don't think I need to do this. I think all I need to do is just put the motherboard back in. Sorry for disrupting you. Go back to your happy little ways. Boop. Arr. Da, 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 da. And yes, I did survive 30 days brutal Mars. Yes, yes, I did. Before anybody asks. Okay, so open that back up. Where did I put the IC editor one? There it is. That's the other one. Oh, this is Cows Are Evil. Um, there we go. Edit. Panel hash, panel hash. Yeah, see, this is all exactly the same. I just wanted to make sure that I was not being brain dead here. So let's yeah, I can't do, so let's do a copy. I want to make sure that that actually did that. So paste. Didn't do shit. But this is definitely smaller than my other one. It's 819 instead of the 840 that I have on that one. Maybe I took out some of the comment code. But this is I did change like the R1, R2, R3 that I changed. I made it, you know, actually make sense because yeah. But this is the line that's having issues with, and I'm missing a line. Hmm. I don't see anything different here from there, to be honest. Just copy this one. Now just exit. I don't need that saved. Load world. Load. Let's go see what the heck's going on here. I don't understand.
Hydration critical.
Oh, great. Now hydration is critical. I come back and I need to drink. We'll have to make some food here soon, too. I'm missing a line right here. No, it's got it there. Okay, so it's fine there. Yeah, 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 yeah. R0, R1, correction angles R2, panel hashes R3. Yeah, it just uses the hashes to move the panels. Didn't change any of that. This is really strange because it works fine over on Mars. So I don't know why it does not like it here. 1, 2, 3. Just going over and comparing back and forth, guys. Sorry. Sensor data, correction angle 90. We have panel 1 hash loaded as panel type 1 prefab. And then it goes into the panel type 2 stuff, which we do not use. Are you missing this line right here? I don't know what BDNS means. So, because I don't write in IC. Those are slot variables. These are variables. These are functions. Okay, so branch to line if device line A if device D isn't set. So it's basically an if then. All right. Well, this is actually set, so we don't have to worry about that. Uh, Panel 1 hash paddle type 1. Maybe I should just recopy it and paste it and do my edit the way I did before. That might make more sense. So let's just copy all of this. Plain. Let's clear this and say paste. Sensor display, panel type 1, which is what we want. We don't want this. Want that, that, and that. We don't want these. Because I don't care about LEDs. This is 90 and 180. Keep that. We don't want this. Don't want this. We want that. We don't want to display the panel moving.
Hunger critical.
Hunger is critical when she actually starts breathing very heavily. Until then, it's not critical. And then we want the panel movement. We don't want this. And you still have an error at line 19. Oh, oh, oh. Well, that would definitely, because we don't have a display. I'm going to change this to D1. And you're still flashing at me. What about line 18? Does it not like? This is all commented correctly. Prefab hash. I mean, it's a direct copy paste, so it's not like I could have made any spelling errors here. Let me say confirm, and let me say export. So now you have an error at line 23, which is that same line. I are confuzzled. Turn that off. It's driving me crazy. So it's just a problem with the actual program itself, which I'm using over on Mars, and it's working just fine. And I really, really need that power to be working. Otherwise, I wouldn't keep dicking around with this. So let's go back over to Mars, and I will figure out how to copy. I don't want to copy that line by line by line by line. That's going to be a pain in the ass. Excuse me, I need to go read some code, please, and thank you. Port, edit. Copy. Go to my Notepad++. Is that the same thing? Did I already copy paste this? Because I might have. It would make sense. I'm known to do things like that. Yeah, I did. All right. Excellent. For once, L did something correct. You know, I probably could have just looked at my Notepad++ to start off with. That might have saved us. All right, so we're going to say copy, cancel, session. No, I don't want you saving and exiting. Go to world, load save. And yes, I come up with creative names for my saves. I'm sorry, guys. It's just a thing I do. All right. Edit, clear, paste. Still blinking an error. And that is the exact same code that I'm running on Mars that is running just fine. And I don't have any mods running, so I don't know why this is suddenly not working. It just has a problem with panel 1 hash, panel type 1 prefab hash. I don't know why. It didn't make no sense to me. No sense. Well, oh, right, yeah, okay. You know, buddy, you really need a new battery, so we're just gonna give you one. How's that? I don't understand it. I mean, I'm not exactly fluent in IC, but I do understand programming, and everything there looks absolutely fine. I do not know. Maybe you guys saw something I didn't. Somebody who's more fluent in IC programming, because it certainly is not to me. Okay, let's go make a potato. All right, we got to go deal with the power though, because power is getting touch and go-y. If nothing else, I've got to angle my solar panels so that they can at least get power. Yeah, that should be enough, but we need to change that battery in there. Not to that. That's for damn sure. Pop you in there. You know,
Oxygen
oh,
low.
we'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. We'll go. We'll just go and get this done. Hello, Venus. Yeah, see, that's just no bueno. Try it one more time, but I'm really confused as to what I could do that's different. I don't really know. Like, I don't know why this won't even turn on. Daylight sensor and solar panel. Um, I don't get it. I mean, everything is hooked up. I don't have any breaks in my cabling. It's got all the data, but these aren't moving and it's not turning on. I don't know. As I throw my hands up in the air. I mean, daylight sensor is fine. It's working. Let's try to move my panels at least so that we get some sort of. I want to move you downward and maybe this way. All right, well, that's better than nothing at this point. And then here, you're there. I probably should have swung you around the other way. Well, it's not really all that great, is it? Oh, no, no. Go back up. Okay, get that sun. You downwards as well. And I think that trying to watch its trajectory so that we try to at least maximize how much power we get out of this thing. That would be a huge help. So we'll use this one to get that late afternoon sun, I think. There we go. That's too far.
Air tank low.
All right, well, that's as much fun as we're gonna have with this. Until I figure out what is going on with this. This doesn't even appear to be charging. Is my light on? Yeah, my light's on. All right. I know it charges if I throw coal into it. That much I know. But it's like it's completely broken otherwise. Unless maybe. No, I've got it feeding into the coal and then into the back of the battery, so it should be fine.
Oxygen low.
Ah, stationeers never, ever, 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 ever change. That is not what I wanted to do. There we go. That up there. Yeah, I don't have any good answers for why that's not working or why it seems like my I mean it does charge. I do know that if I get a storm, my battery will fully charge. Are you empty? Yeah, it doesn't take long to empty you out. So, this is not something I really want to do, but boop. All right, throw that in there. How are you doing? Yeah, you're slowly filling. Ha. Ha ha ha. I'm really, really confused, guys. That really bothers me because we really need to get our power generation sort of kicked in the ass and going. Because that sort of dictates kind of everything else. I could try changing the cables that go into the IC10, but I don't think the IC10 makes a difference as to whether it has cabling. Which way it goes. I don't think that matters. I've never known it to matter, so maybe, maybe not. No, I don't really want to copy that to the clipboard. Let's see here. I see housing. I mean, that would be silly for them to suddenly say, well, we're going to add like a restriction as to what kind of cabling you can put on the IC housing. Like, wait, what? Especially since it, like your first use of it is for your power. See if there's any bugs listed for this. Oh, well, that's lovely. The Stationeers Wiki is experiencing technical difficulties. Okay, well, this is kind of pooey, not gonna lie. Fortunately, we have almost a full battery again. All right, guys, I'm going to take a sec and maybe think about this and figure out what's going on. Maybe I'll try a different tracking thing. I could look on the workshop, I suppose. I don't really want to spend my day writing IC programming. I did programming for years. I don't really want to go learn how to do IC programming. Um, yeah, so it's not a thing I want to do. It's the one thing in this game I really don't want to learn. So I'm going to take a minute, go have a bio break, and I got to put my butter and my cream cheese away because I had a bagel this morning. And we're good here, so I'm just gonna leave her here. You guys can listen to the little things move around and stuff like that, and I will be right back.
Temperature high.
Why am I hearing heavy breathing when I come back? Oh, temperature's high. Okay, okay, okay. Helps if I grab this. Oh, I left that running to where that battery's dead. Oops, my bad. I am a bad, bad L. That's why we have other batteries. I left this running too. I probably should not leave things running if I want to actually have batteries that are working. Did I not turn you on? There we go. Get that under 50 degrees. Woo! It's a little warm in here. Let's drop that up in there. Go ahead and drop that there. So I have a spare hand. Yeah, we've only got 79 liters and it's kind of warming up a little quick. So yeah, this is what I spent my weekend doing, except that I was also watching potato plants. So much fun. Uh, let's see here. I could go check the workshop real quick. I mean, I know people have like all these like really in-depth things, but I just want a very simple solar tracking system. That's all I want. Okay. Well, that kind of sort of sucks. This. Probably should not let this degas. We'll degas it into there. We got plenty of room in that tank yet. That is so not what I was looking for. Oh, this is such a pita to do. Hmm. Really bummed about the power situation. I mean, I can keep feeding it coal, which I guess we'll do. We'll go out buying a bunch of coal and I'll throw it in there.
Hydration critical.
Of course, hydration is critical. It's because it was incredibly warm in here. But the problem is that without power generation coming from our solar panels, in order to keep our battery fairly full, I'm going to have a hard time putting in actual cooling in here to get our plants growing again and getting carbon dioxide in here that's cooled. So this is all kind of needing uh, the power generation. Just thinking. I don't have any good answers for this problem. I don't have the answer is 47. I thought it was 42. The answer to life was 42. But 47 works too. I mean, why not 47? I mean, nothing else seems to be making sense to me. Well, I don't want my suit inside the input there. I just don't understand why that one line, it hasn't changed. I mean, I copied it from my Mars, I copied it from the site again, and just, it's saying, nope, it doesn't work, but on Mars it works just fine. Like what? I'm hoping my game isn't bugged because that would really, really suck. That would be like Venus's final FU to me of saying, no, you will not conquer me because I will bug your game. I mean, it did it once, so, I put nothing past Venus at this point. All right, we'll do this one more time, and then we'll drain that out into the other tank. Problem is that the pressure is so high in here that... Oh, we need to open up our walls there, because we have more room. I got a little sidetracked. Sorry. Sidetracked with power issues. Yeah, look at that. All that nice cold pressure air that I threw into the fridge. Yeah, it's a thing. And you can be turned off too. All right. Well, alrighty then. So we need to go out and do some mining. Not exactly what I was planning on doing today. I mean, we had to do mining. Don't get me wrong. I'm just, It was not something that I really had right up on my bingo card of, yeah, we're going to spend a lot of time mining today. Yay and stuff. Let's see here. Waste can. I don't need to bring this other stuff with me to go mining. Throw all that right there. I am making a huge mess out of my place. Oh well. Let's check our mining belt battery. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, in fact, let's switch the belts out because we're going to need to do that anyways. When we come back, we'll open up that back room once we have the coal. So we make sure that we're not going to run out of power tonight, because that would really, really suck. All right, so we need coal. And I do believe, yeah, there's the sun. It's getting ready to set. We're just going to go down here, get a little bit of coal. What I might do after stream is I might take that script and I have a Venus Creative that I'm playing in right now. Because I'm sort of testing some things out. And I'm going to see if I have the same problem there with that script. We also need oodles of iron, copper, gold. Basically, we need everything because, yeah, I went through a lot of it. And we got to make more steel. But I got to fix up that room so I can access it easily from outside instead of the inside, since I've got all the...
Suit damage. Temperature critical. Oxygen low. Oxygen critical. Temperature high.
And that happened. I don't know if our lungs can recover from that. We'll give her a minute.
Ignition low.
Nope. Apparently they cannot. All right. So that happened. All right, she should be okay. But we're gonna wait till morning now and we'll go back out. I sometimes really super duper uber hate Venus. Most of the time I think it's a really pretty planet, but Venus does not agree with me. Or maybe Venus agrees with me and says, yes, I'm a beautiful planet, now watch me kill you. That could also be a thing. I'm not really sure. All right, well, okay, we can break down these walls. That's our next thing that we can do. Oh, of course, when my battery's almost full, then I get the storm. Because that is about the story of my life. So, we'll work on this while the storm rages outside. Seems like a good idea. You know, relatively safe thing to do. Yeah, oxygen's going to be a little bit lower. Yeah, yeah, that's definitely going to be a thing. There we go. Da, 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 da.
Hunger caution.
That's not an all bad thing, but forgot that I had that on for some cooling when I was doing the plant stuff. Oh, now I got to move everything because we have like no space in here. Mm. Well, platooey. If I do that though, I'm going to cut. I'll still have those two lights. Turn you off so you're not wasting power. What do we got in the pipes right now? Yeah, it's kind of what I thought. It's not a horrible thing. We can deal with it. Oh, interesting. Huh. That needs to be drained out. I don't really have anything to drain it into because I don't have another oxygen tank. So maybe we not mess with this until we've gotten it all set up. Liquid nitrogen. We've got just this big old mess going on. Well, that means that pretty much all of this has to stay here. All I could do really is move the locker out of the way. Put it over in the corner here, maybe. We do have enough pressure. I don't think I have the steel for it though. Where is... I don't want the reinforced walls because we're not ready for those. Let's see here. Flashpoint. Uh, Composite window. What's your pressure that you can withstand? Max pressure is 200 kPa. We're at 65 and it's 239. So it's definitely within the 200 kPa. Because I would like to get a greenhouse actually going for the plants here. It might be nice to sort of like maybe throw them over here in this corner. have to rearrange the water and stuff, but they would get all day sun then going across. Because this is basically a 1x2. So just lay them out here, and then we could probably do another set right here. That's an option. Hmm. Disquisitions. And I would really like to have some daylight in here too. I'm not gonna lie, having some daylight would be really nice. Although it would definitely warm up. So we definitely need to get the power going, to get the cooling going, to be happy people so that we don't roast to death inside of the base. Funny how these things work. Oh, that just sounds nasty out there. It just sounds nasty. Then we'll have to go check our solar panels too to see if they got damaged. Because I know that there was a thing that they said that if you didn't have X amount of difference between the outside and the inside, that it could damage your solar panels. So I'm just sort of sitting here going, well, what we really need is to get our iron and copper. You don't have anything in you right now. And steel is really bad. We could make some stairs. I've been wanting to do that for the furnace room here. 25 grams of iron in there. The difference between stairs and a stairwell. Stairwell that has doors. I see. Got it. Got it. Okay. I don't really care about that. So we'll just go to plain old stairs. Oh, is it daylight outside? Yay! Alright, we'll grab this up. Put that on, put that on. Vacuum this out. That's not what I wanted. Is that my drill that I've been hearing this whole time? Oh, sometimes I'm such a dork. All right, let's go over here where we've made such fun friends. I cannot wait to get deep miners so that I don't have to come out here and do this. All right, we got 50. So, oh, I'm so glad I took that out when I did. Now iron. So there's more iron over here. Man, I was so looking forward to getting the power sorted out today, so I'm really bummed that that's not working. Because all weekend while I was messing with the potatoes, that was one of my biggest worries, was having to deal with the power. I think I'm gonna get a couple stacks of coal. As much as I would like to get steel made as well, bigger concern is just making sure that we've got enough to keep us powered. Well, I tried to figure out our carbon dioxide issue for the plants. So there's a concept that I could do gas capturing, but again, a lot of materials. And then I've got to figure out how to keep those gases cool when right now I can't even keep my main habitat cool. So that's a problem. Try not to get
Hydration critical. Waste tank caution.
We'll let that go down a little bit, and then we'll switch out the tank, because I don't really want to go back in until we get a bunch of the stuff that we actually need. We do need more iron, so let's hit this iron node. So we got all this smelting that we need more gold. That's another thing we need. Oh, crazy, man, the stuff that we need right now. Because the atmospherics are super duper expensive, and I haven't had a chance to play with the phase changing on Venus yet in my creative game. Oh. I did a little bit of research on it over the weekend. It's supposed to be quite difficult. Let me flip out my tank here. Get that taken care of. We need more gold and a little bit more copper. I like to have 2 stacks of copper to go back with. That's silver. I see gold over there, but that's at the base of the mountain that I don't want to tear apart. This is copper, which I just said I needed. So we'll get this stack of copper done. So we are also running out of space in our inventory. Go. And here's some gold. I get rid of this lead and the silver. I don't really need them. I'm not too worried about whether or not, I keep them or not. It's like the house on the hill up there. Really wanted to take advantage of the fact that I had a whole tank of air, so get all this done as much as we can while I'm being very bummed out about the whole power situation. I love when it just gives me 1 nugget of gold. It's like, I needed more than that, please. Gold or silver? Look like silver. Yeah, here's silver. Oh, here's gold. Let's see here. 254. All right. So I have a feeling it's gonna be dark by the time I'm done. Although we don't have much longer we can go because we're almost out of oxygen. So, yeah, that's a thing. If we get a stack of gold, I will be happy, happy lady. It is that direction. Come on, give me that gold. Oh my goodness. That gold did not want to come out of the ground. It was like, nope, nope, I am ensconced here and I am never going to leave. You can't make me. And then Elle said, yeah, watch me. There we go. All right, go home, take care of ourselves, get our oxygen, get our food, get our water, or make potatoes. I,
Air tank low.
I did not manage to make the. I didn't check on the solar panels either. I have not managed to get the living off baked potatoes for 30 days achievement yet. So I am kind of sort of working on that. Look at that lovely battery, all nice and full, very full and happy battery. All right, let's hurry up. Don't want to run out of air. No, no, we don't.
Oxygen low.
Yeah, it's gonna stay that way for a while, lady.
Waste tank critical. Air tank critical.
You are gonna go in there. And you are gonna go in there. Perfect. Wonderful. Lovely. Now, it's a little warm in here, but we're okay for right now. I do want to get this melting done. I gotta turn these on first. Turn that on, turn that on. Man, I had this place all nice and clean, and now it's just a big old mess. We're gonna start with the copper gold first. I know I had enough there to make steel, but I haven't worked on that room yet. Oh, you're full. All right, that's fine. Problem number one. And problem number two. There we go. No more deep breathing. And we've got plenty of power for right now, so I can throw my coal into here. There we go. So we've got almost 2 stacks of coal for power generation. Yay and stuff, I guess. I don't know. All right, let's go ahead and empty this thing out. Did I actually leave this running again? I am so bad. Bad habits from over the weekend. Put that one up there. Try to get back into the right habit of doing what I should. Give me that, please. Thank you. That's my spare waste tank. Put you with that, and then we'll throw that over there. And I've got all these walls on me. Okay, so let's do this so that we can get these put into place. Oh, whoa, hello. I want a wall type 2. Yep, that'll work. Oh, how did I do this the last time so that it worked correctly? That one is there. All right, so if that's in the corner, so we want to do that. And that one should also be pointed in the corner. I'm not sure which way that's actually going now because I've flipped it so many times. I think it needs to go like that. Or is it like that? I don't know. And then we've got this one here, which we're going to take back to 1. This. Oh, yeah, see, that's not right. That's not right. See, this one's right. And this one's right. I think. No, that bottom part is supposed to be down. Oh, my goodness. I'm not going to sweat it right now. The walls are up and they're out of my inventory. That's what really matters. And then we want to go outside. I think what we're going to do is we're going to go outside. We're going to put these stairs down. I wonder if I should move my power generation off of the roof and down below where it's easier to access and make changes to as I need. That is also one option I should consider. Yeah, guys. I'm going to give this a couple of minutes to let the sunlight come up, and then I think because we've got a bunch of stuff that's smelting, because I want to get. I still need to put up the satellite, and I'm thinking maybe get those windows up because we've got the pressure, and if not, I can pull from here, but that means that we won't have oxygen in here. So that's also a thought. We dropped it by what, like 15 kPa by extending another room. I'd be really, really pushing it if I added another row for the windows. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it. We're also going to be extending, lowering the pressure. So oxygen. Oh yeah, we're running really low on oxygen in here right now. Carbon dioxide. It's feelable, sort of. What do we got in here? I know we have nitrogen, and we could technically run this because we've got 63 moles of CO2 and start growing some more plants again. This is an option. I have the seeds. It's just such a pain in the ass to babysit them with the lighting. What to do, what to do, what to do, what to do. I don't know. I'm gonna go think about it. I will be back in a few minutes, guys.